Hi, this is Lois. I have some quick tips for you today. I want to remind you, I'll forget to say this if I don't say it now. Like and subscribe if you're interested in the topic and if you learn something from what I have to say today. I have been using Design Space from the beginning, and actually, I've used it in the Cricut products many years before Design Space even came out. But I want to give you a few hints to help with the frustrations and to give you a couple of shortcuts because I know some people have been taking the long way around the barn with some of this stuff, and I want to show you how to make it easier. First, I want to talk about the grid here. If you go up to these three little bars here, up next to the canvas, you'll find your settings. And I know a lot of people use right here to set the canvas grid. I leave it on full grid because you can toggle it on and off and in between these from the canvas itself, okay? And in settings, you can see you can adjust whatever you like here. I use the imperial because I am in the US and we use the inches. Okay, yeah, this shortcut will help those of you who don't know about it. In between these two zeros up here, there's a little box. Click on that box. Your grid goes away. Click on it once more. Your grid comes up in 1-inch increments. Click on it once more and it comes up in 1/8 inch increments, which is what the standard American US ruler is set at in 1/8. And so when you need it, that's handy to know, handy to have. Most of the time I work with no grid unless I need to see if something's real straight, and then you can click on that. But also there's measurements up on top, I believe, where you can check positioning and so forth, and I can get into that more later. Okay, something else I wanted to talk about. In Design Space, you work on the canvas, not the mat. And I know a silhouette, they design on a mat. Well, this is different. You design on a canvas, and then when you hit make it, it's sent to a mat. I'll give you an example here. I'm just going to put some simple shapes in, a circle, and I'll size it down. Oh, one other thing I didn't mention, down here in the lower left corner is where you can zoom in and zoom out. You can make it real big or make it small. So anyway, so I've got my shape here. I'm going to duplicate it right up here. You see and I'm just going to click on a bunch. This is just for demonstration purposes. And so I've made lots of duplicates of this circle. Now let's say I want to cut out this many circles, however many I did. I don't need to arrange them unless I want to. I go to Makeup, and it lays it out on the mat for me in the exact, in the best configuration that it would fit. And it's fit it for a 12 by 12. If you wanted, let's say you don't have a 12 by 12 paper and you're working with maybe an 8.5 by 11 inch paper, and then it will lay it out to fit on that. And also the matte color always is the same color as whatever color you choose for your objects or for your layers. So if I chose black circles, the matte color would be black. And that's just so you can see at a glance what colors you have. Okay, now let's say perhaps I want these circles in a particular configuration. I don't want them all lined up. Maybe I want to have them in a specific design. I'm going to zoom out so that I can see. So I'm going to lay these out almost like a bunch of grapes here. Maybe I'm making some grapes. They'd be awfully large grapes. Okay. So, right here. Okay, maybe I decided that this is the configuration I want. Okay. Now I'm going to select all of them, and I will hit attach. By attaching them right here, attach. Now when I send them to the mat and I hit make it, it keeps them in that exact configuration. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. Now I'm going to show you the difference between grouping and attaching. So we're going to detach this and select them all, and we're going to group them. Group is handy because you can move things around on the mat. So that does come in handy. And there's lots of uses for it. But grouping will not, it's just for the canvas. It's not for the mat. So if you hit make it, they're no longer grouped. They're back in the rows. So we're going to cancel that. So if you want to keep your arrangement, then you need the attach. Okay. Let's see. Also with attach, it's going to keep your colors the same. For instance, I can go up here and change the color. Let's change the color to red. Oh, well, that's not very pretty. Okay, we'll make green grapes. So all of the colors change to the same one. You can't change them to separate colors. If you want different colors, you need to detach it, and you can ungroup it, and then let's say I want this one, and then you can hit the shift key and pick out another one. I picked out these two, and let's say I want those a different color. So we'll make those two purple. Okay. Now if I attach these, I am going to lose the color. They're all purple. Okay. I can change this by hitting undo. It'll go back to what I want. Okay. So let's change colors again. I'll pick this one, and this one. And I'm holding down my shift key while I'm clicking on them if you're selecting more than one, and it will give you just those. And I'll change these to, another color. Now, I want to show you something else here. On the colors, there's an advanced and a plus sign. If you click on the plus sign, you can go up here and you can change to any color you want to. You can go over here and change to that. You can go down to the box here and you can put in whatever hex code you want. Okay, so you can alter your colors. Now, if I send these to the mat, they're not going to be in my configuration. So I will show you in a bit how to fix that. Let's go to make it. Ignore that. If I go to make it, my configuration's gone. So I would have to remake my design. So that's not good. So I'm going to cancel that. Okay. So what I can do is I can click on the ones with the same color. I've got the shift key down and I'm clicking the dark purples. Now the 3 dark purples I'm going to attach. Now I'm going to hold the shift key and click the lavenders. And then I'm going to attach. Okay, and then shift, and I keep the shift key down. Oops. It moved on me there. Okay, I click the shift down, and I'm clicking on just the greens. And I missed one green there, I think. Oops, no, I got an extra one in. So we're going to undo this little back arrow. That's your friend. Undo, and the front arrow is redo. Okay, so we're going to try again. Okay, it keeps picking up the other ones, so what you can do if it's doing that is you go over here to the side. Same thing, hold the shift key down and select the ones you want. Let's go down. I'm still holding the shift key. Okay, now I have just the green ones down. If you look up here, the purples aren't down. So I'm going to attach just the green ones. Okay, now if I go to make it, let's see. Now I've got the green ones. They're in the configuration I had. And as you see, the mat matches the same color. Purple or lavender and purple. And then it keeps it, so it makes it easier to put your design back together. For heat transfer vinyl, if you're making a shirt, you want to make sure you mirror your images, and you do that at the mat here. You can mirror. You can also mirror when it gets to the make it part, but a lot of times people forget. So for heat transfer vinyl, which is for t-shirts or clothing or bags, anything that's pressed, you need to mirror. For car decals, wall decals, don't mirror it. It's not necessary. It'll be backwards if you mirror it. Okay, we're going to cancel that because I do not need this project. Okay, something else we can do. Let's get rid of the grids, just because I don't like the busyness of it. Okay, if we click on the white blank canvas here, we can change our background color. Now, up here at the top, it says color. There's right underneath it, click right underneath it. There's a little box, and it's hard to see because it's white, and your background's white. So once again, you can go up here, and let's say you want black on your background, or maybe red, or blue, or another color, you know, whatever color you want. You can change it however you like, and you can change the color of your background. Now I'm going to do something here. You need to, along the way, I haven't saved, but I need to save this, and you can do save as also. I had it saved as sample, so I'm just going to go ahead and save, which is something else I could show you. Okay, we have that one saved. Now let's say I want to keep this object, and it's going to be saved in my projects, this little bunch of mixed berries or grapes. But I am going to move in maybe another design or image or something. Let's do. Sweets for you. Okay, this is just for example purposes. I'm going to show you another little trick. Okay, sweets for you. Let's say I'm working on another design, okay, which I am, and I'm going to change the writing to white. Okay, now we have another design. Okay. Now what I can do, if I want to keep this separate so I can use it in other projects without all this extra stuff, I can now go to Save As, and I can save this one as maybe Sweets with Berries, and save that. Pretty cool, right? Okay, now when it saves, it's not going to save your background color. That's not going to happen. But I want to show you here in my projects what happened now by doing this. Right here I have my latest project. It says Sweets for You. Right here is a sample one. So now I can use this in other projects. So that's pretty cool. I can open that one up, customize, and boom. Okay. And I've got it. Yeah, I'll zoom out so you can see it. Now I want to go to, let's say you want to work on both projects at the same time, or two projects at the same time. So you can go up to File, New Window, and I think we didn't open this one, so we'll open this one. And we're going to go to Customize. Okay. And let's make it full screen. Let's toggle my grid off and zoom out. Okay. Now we've got two screens open. If I move this, see that's two screens. If I were to just go to my projects, and let's say I just wanted to pick a project to put on top, say this one, and customize, it would take out, I would no longer have that other project in there. See, it's gone. And I don't want that. So we will go back and put it back. Okay, and we'll zoom out. And then you can go on with your design. I hope that wasn't confusing. But by doing it this way and having two windows open, if you have more than one Cricut machine, you can be cutting both of them, both projects at the same time. I did notice there's a chance though, like if you have three windows open, I was trying that, it might freeze up on you. But yeah, you can work on two projects at once, and you can save elements of your project like we did here separately just by using the Save As. Let's see. I think that's most of what I had to cover today. I'm trying to think, because another day we'll go over templates, because there's a lot to do with that too. But you'll notice it does not save the background color. So a quick recap is the grid toggle in the corner. It's awesome. Color changes. Advanced color changes. If you have a hex number, you can put it in there. And if you don't know a hex number, you can go to Google and say hex number for silver, and it'll pop up. And then you just put that number in there and it'll give you silver. Oh, saving. We did save and save as, so that you can save objects separately. And up here at File, opening a new window rather than replacing. Yeah, I'm going to quit that. Rather than putting a project on top and not being able to get back to it. So you can work on multiple projects at one time and just by going between windows. Down in my work tray down at the bottom of my computer, I can, click between the windows. And there you got Sweets for You. Oh, something else I can show you real quick. Let's toggle that off. We're going to let's go up here to the color, change the canvas, maybe to a gray. And then I think I'll be able to flatten. Yeah. If I select all of this, okay, I'm going to duplicate it first before I flatten it. Always good to keep a copy. Okay, so now we're going to go here and flatten. And by flattening it, let's change this to a darker color so you can see better. That's not gonna quite show you what I wanted to show you. Okay, this shows you better than the black did. Okay, I got to get it back here. Okay. Oh, oops. I don't have those all grouped together. That's where group comes in handy. So if you go like this, you can have parts attached and group, and then you can move it around your mat. That's something else we went over. So we're going to move this group over. Okay, this one's flattened, so it could be used for a print, like a print in a cup, or it could be used as for mock-ups, to show on a mock-up. You like flattening it, it's a good idea. Because what you have here, it might be hard for you to see. Let me make it bigger. But if you look here, you see the black around the edges of the circles and around the letters here and the number. Those are the cut lines. So if you put this on a mock-up, it's not going to look very accurate, and it's going to look amateurish because the cut lines are showing. If you flatten it, you see, no cut lines. No cut lines. It looks a lot better for the purpose of a print to cut, like a sticker or a mock-up or whatever. So whatever you want to do. Anyway, I think we covered enough for today. I don't want to overload you, but I would recommend if you're not real familiar with Cricut, maybe at another time watch this video again and have a different window open and click along with me so that you can remember some of these shortcuts and how to do some of these things, because it will make it so much easier and faster to design your projects in Cricut Design Space. I mean, once you know how to use it and use it efficiently and effectively, it's pretty awesome. I think you'd love it. So anyway, a lot of the frustrations we have with products and software is kind of inexperience or just not knowing the little things that help us out. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe. I'm going to try to get more videos out. So anyway, everybody, have a good day. Bye.